so that way I can see all your comments. Victor, I'm sure you're excited for that. As am I. It's gonna be a good movie. I don't know what it's gonna be about, but it seems very exciting. What's up, Crystal? Wait, we have 2 crystals in a row. Crystal Palace. What's up? What's up? The park is dead today. It's a rainy, well, not so rainy anymore, but rainy afternoon. What's my phone number? 1-800-UNIVERSAL. That's my phone number. San Diego's completely flooded. It's good I didn't go down. I was gonna go down maybe this past weekend. I wanted to go to SeaWorld. I haven't been there in such a long time. Yeah, but the park is completely dead. Probably like 2,000-3,000 people in the park today, which means low wait times for all the rides, which is awesome. Makes a great day to visit the park. The rain stopped as of right now, but I think it'll come back. I mean, the clouds are kind of dark over there, and it seems like it's coming or heading this direction. So we'll probably see some more rain later in the afternoon. Let's see, what time is it right now? It's 12:08. Okay, so yeah, it'll probably start raining around like 1 or 2. What's up, Justin? If you want to contact me, you can reach my business email. It's jeanpierre@jpland.us. So JEANPIERRE@jpland.us. Jurassic World is closed today. What the heck? What is this? What in the world? The Moulin Rouge is all blocked off here. What? So this is usually where the VIP tours have like a little bit of a buffet. It's like their lunch spot, but it's all blocked off right now. So I wonder what they're doing instead of a buffet. Or maybe they still have a buffet, it's just relocated elsewhere. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. I didn't want to bring my camera today, so we're not going to do an update video. Instead, I'm just going to have a live stream. I'll be able to talk with you guys. I'll run it for a few hours and we'll see how it goes. Huge puddle here in the middle. Let's try to avoid that right now. I didn't want to bring my camera in the rain. I didn't want to mess it up, so I mean, we could get a glimpse in here. They have the door open. I think maybe, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe rain seeped through and the inside flooded. I don't know. That's the only like reasonable answer to why it's closed right now. Mario has a 10-minute wait. That's crazy. So it doesn't seem like anything is new since the last time we were here. It looks like maybe I don't remember if this was here the last time I was here. What's up, Denise? Towards the left of these walls or barriers, you could see that it's all filled in with concrete. Outside of that, I don't see anything else that looks new at the moment. This entire project is essentially flooded. It's all muddy. So I couldn't see us seeing any updates for a bit, at least on the hill. So we probably won't see any updates till next week, which isn't ideal. But we might see some vertical work over here. Like the rain is not going to stop them from going vertical. If that were the case, Epic Universe in Florida, that would be a complete nightmare. I don't think they'd even be near completion right now if the rain hindered them going vertical. So it's crazy how in Florida they go vertical even when it rains. Over here we don't really see too much work when it rains. I mean, there's hardly any construction workers out. There's maybe like 3 or 4 right now. Good to see you in here, Kelsey. But yeah, looking towards the bottom, I mean, nothing crazy. They put up some tarp, but it doesn't look like that tarp did much. I think they were just trying to prevent the rain from undoing any work they did. It looks like they made a bit of a platform over here, like a drivable platform. But I mean, it's clear that the rain might mess that up a little. I know we're so close to 1 million. Almost. Maybe by summer, hopefully. Dark blue track was spotted at Intamin's manufacturing plant. Interesting. Is it where is Intamin located? Their manufacturing I guess where are they located? Italy, right? Or is it in England? I can't recall. Yeah, but no updates. There might be like minor updates, but they're probably not visible right now. I assumed it was somewhere in Europe. I just don't know where. I think Italy. Italy, yeah. Okay, right. Knew it was one of those. Do a big giveaway at 1 million subscribers. YouTube should give you a play button as well to hang on your wall. Yeah, they do give a play button. I have the 100,000 subscriber play button. That one's it's not hanging on my wall, but I have it like on top of one of my drawers. Yeah, today is dead. It's like a perfect day. If you don't mind the rain or the cold, today's the perfect day to visit the park. We might as well walk in Parisian Courtyard because we're not gonna see it for a while once it closes for Horror Nights construction. It's crazy that they can even fit a Horror Nights maze here. Horror Night mazes are pretty big in scale, so it's very cool how they could do that. Oh wow, look at this. There is some tarp near the right of the Moulin Rouge. Back in the day, they actually did have the little blades for the windmill. The Moulin Rouge is red windmill. That's what it translates to. They used to have blades on the windmill, and there used to be a little spinning mechanism there. I wonder if we could even spot that, if they still have anything left from it. It doesn't look like they do. I don't remember exactly where it used to sit, but I know it was right around the middle of here. What's up, King B? I'm trying to see if I can find a picture for you guys. Moulin Rouge. JP, what do I search? Universal. I wonder why they would remove that. So let's see. They're all like fairly new photos, but here's like an older one from an archives website. This is what it used to look like. They used to have awnings sitting on the side. You used to be able to walk in. I don't think it was actually I don't think it was a VIP lounge back in the day. I think it was an actual restaurant where you could dine in, and I'd love to see that reopen. I think we need more food in the park. I feel like we've had the same restaurants for the past maybe 5-6 years, and nothing new. So I'd love to see them bring this back. It was on the top, it looks like. It doesn't look like we could really see that. Yeah, they probably covered it up, removed it. But yeah, this is what it used to look like. Now it's very different. They didn't even have this Moulin Rouge sign on the right side. It was a poster. And they had awnings above the, what is it called? Let's see if they have the old Moulin Rouge sign over here. No, they don't. Wow, there used to be a lot more signage back in the day. Wow. Yeah, this is all gone. And then also this, I can't tell. It looks like it was real. They had a real neon sign for the Moulin Rouge. Yeah, that's all gone. That's all gone. Did it fall? I don't see why they couldn't have just replaced it. But anyways, all of Moulin Rouge is closed up as of now. I hope they reopen it as a new dining location though. That'd be nice to see. Yeah, I saw the water for Jurassic yesterday. It's all mud. It's all mud. Not sure what happened there. I'm not exactly sure how plumbing works and stuff, especially when it rains. But it did not look good. We'll go take a look at Jurassic in a bit. In terms of French food though, if they could bring it to French Street, what could they bring in terms of French food? French food isn't all that great. Yeah, I'm gonna check on Jurassic in a bit. I mean, there's like snail, escargot. What else? What are some like signature food items in France? There's actually a fair list. Okay, so there's sorry, I'm trying to load it. Yeah, I've tried Mexican street tacos. Those are always fire. Especially if you drive down to like Santa Monica. They have some really good street tacos. I mean, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, Justin, to even expand the theme park. There's so much they have to do. Oh, wow. Look how close we could get to the station here. Wow. I didn't even notice this. Very cool. It's very difficult to do anything around here, though, because everything they do has to be voted on. If they expand the golf course, if they even buy out the golf course, that decision has to be made by the citizens of Toluca Lake and the homeowners around Toluca Lake. So, first of all, those people have to vote yes, and it's very unlikely that they will. But after that, you have to pull permits, and not everything gets accepted, and then a lot of approval by citizens. During Hurricane Hillary, a tree fell on the entrance of Jurassic World. I don't remember that. I was here for the whole 3-day fiasco or whatever for Hurricane Hillary. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It just seemed like regular rain that we always see. I didn't know that. I rode Jurassic World a fair amount of times during that quote hurricane. Yeah, I mean, all these homeowners on the outskirts of the golf course, these people all pay over easily $10 million to live right by the golf course. This is a very famous golf course, by the way, owned by Bob Hope. So even purchasing this golf course alone is going to be a multi-billion-dollar investment. Try to drop that in the Discord, Jesse. Oh, Californians lose their mind when it rains. As soon as we get at least an inch of rain, everyone's losing their mind. What was it? September 1st, the first day of Horror Nights in Orlando. That was insane for me. I've never seen rain like that in my life. It rained so hard, so thick, and then freaking lightning all around us. The lightning got so close. We were waiting in New York Street for one of the early entry houses to open. I think it was Stranger Things. Lightning hit right on top of Transformers. And around the park, they have lightning rods. So if lightning does hit, it doesn't hit the guests. It hits one of those lightning rods.
There is no smoking, please. As you step on the escalators, please stand in the center.
Can anyone help with putting the Discord link in chat?
Face forward at all times when on the escalator and remain standing. For your own safety, please do not sit on the steps. Thank you.
Oh, heck no. I think it was so bad though. What was it? The rain? It rained in December, right? I can't remember when this was. It was either Hurricane Hillary or a little bit after. I think it was the rain we had in December. I was so wet from the rain that I just rode Jurassic World front row. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on downstairs. I was really hoping for, well, it's raining, so we're probably not going to see Horror Night updates until the floor is all dry, but I'm hoping for some Horror Night updates probably by mid-February here. So probably by February 20th, hopefully, if it doesn't keep raining. Usually they start late April, but more recently they've been starting earlier in the year. So usually they have the 2 Curious George parking structure haunted houses up by, or at least their tents up by like mid-February, and that's been the case for the last 3 years now, since 2021, or at least 2 years. Oh wait, no, 3 years. Wait, how many years has it been since 2021? 3 years. 2 years. 2 years. This would be the 3rd year. I was gonna say there's a weird plasticky smell right now, and I just looked to my left and there's this huge tarp on the mountain. It's interesting how they set that up. That's cool that they could even find tarp that large, but they put sandbags weighing down the tarp as well in case there's wind with the rain. It was pretty windy this weekend, but I think the wind calmed down yesterday. I know there was so many advantages of having Metropolitan sets. I mean, one being we have an extra scare zone and an extra house, kind of. Those gauntlet scare zones we used to have, like Holidays in Hell, or shoot, I'm blanking on the name. It was the one with all the devils. Man, I forgot. Whatever. We kind of got like a mini haunted house with it, so we had like 2 extra scare zones basically. And also it overall helped the crowd levels throughout the park. There's so many people walking up and down that path, and there were so many houses back there that it definitely helped the flow and traffic around the park. If you walk around Universal now during Horror Nights, it's so packed, so busy. There's people everywhere. It's hard to walk around, hard to navigate. TCO, they've tried to do that in the past. They tried making a Horror Nights app in 2022, and then I think they did one in 2019 as well, or 2018, one of those, when we still had Metropolitan sets. I don't know what you mean exactly by interactives, but they had like little scavenger hunts you could do through your phone. Did you mean like interactions, like having scare actors, like walking in the queue? That'd be neat. To to have like 1 or 2 scare actors interacting with people. They've actually done that in the past as well with Insidious. Now that I think about it, back in 2015, they had Specs and I always blank on names here. Specs and his partner. They had them outside of the haunted house interacting with people in the queue. I have a picture with them somewhere. And I also have the little card they used to give. Oh wait, now that I think about it, they did this every year. They had a Twitter password, and you would talk to the scare actor in the front of the haunted house. I mean, that's not always true, Justin. If you hang out in a scare zone long enough, it's bound to happen. Like, scare actors will walk up to you, mess around with you. Like, if they start like noticing your face, they'll mess around with you. Okay, so Jurassic World is closed as of right now due to refurbishment. Look at the water here. It's all foggy. It doesn't look that great. Now, I don't know if this is because of a sewage problem or from the rain, like dirt, like natural dirt from the rain, or it's new dye in the water. They do that a lot. They've done that in the past, where they've put dye in the water, and I think the Jurassic Park ride in Orlando has that too. I mean, Disney rides have that too, now that I think about it. Yeah, I mean, I could see them doing that, TCM. But one thing I've really noticed, Horror Night queues aren't that long. Sometimes they say 180 minutes. Like, the most you would wait is like an hour. They definitely inflate the queue time. Just so you can be more inclined to purchasing express. Dino poop water, I could see that. There's a distinctive smell coming out of this area. I don't know what it is. It's a very strange smell. I don't like it. You can head downstairs. See what's going on down there. I think we need overall like more characters in the park too. Like more walking characters, like especially downstairs. I feel like there isn't that many characters outside of like the guy that comes out holding out the little tango puppet. We have the Transformers, I guess, and then we have Blue and Juliet. But I would want to see more face characters. It'd be cool if they brought in like Owen Brady or Dr. Wu. Imagine they made like a little show. They set up like a temporary stage and set up a DNA show with Dr. Wu. That'd be cool. Or a little chemistry show. There's a lot of things they could do. Oh wow, Mummy Ride is 5 minutes. Insane. I've seen videos from the 2000s. Universal had many meet and greet characters. Yeah, I mean even like early 2010s, like anywhere between like 2004 and 2010, Universal had so many like live entertainment options. They had little shows, little street shows. They had tap dancers in New York Street. During the Halloween time, they had a little vampire dance show. They were all like cringy shows, but that doesn't even matter. Like, I don't think people cared about that. It was just something additional to see in the park. And now we're in kind of a rough state with the park. We have no shows. Not even Tri-Wizard Tournament is going to be going on for a while. That's down for like a slight refurbishment. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but it's not going to be running for a while. But WaterWorld is reopening. I talked to guest relations earlier before I started the stream, and I asked when WaterWorld would be reopening. They said February 10, most likely. So that's in 4 days. Oh yeah, I remember, and I remember seeing that in person too. Oh man, it started sprinkling a little right now. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. I didn't want my shoes or socks to get wet today, so I whipped out. They're kind of like shoes, but they're like very like open shoes. They're like slippers. But they're not open-toed, they're closed-toed. I think that would help a little bit with the rain if I end up walking in a puddle or if it starts raining. I just don't want my like socks to get wet. I don't own any rain boots because I never felt inclined to buy rain boots. It never rains here in California, but recently it's been raining a lot. Oh yeah, everyone was saying this is Nintendo themed, but when I used to work at the park, I used to work in retail. We had like millions of these in the, what is it called? Super Silly Stuff store. So that's where they grabbed them from. Let's see if we have any new merch in 1UP Factory. Oh, it looks like we might be able to dine at Toadstool today. Should we do that? Might as well, right? Let's take a look at the availability. I don't know what I would get exactly. Maybe there's no shot I'm doing the fireball challenge. Never done that. Let's see what we could do. No availability. Damn. I don't even get it. How is it sold out? It is dead. Alright, whatever. I don't get it. There's like no one here. I kid you not, I haven't been able to eat in Toadstool since last summer. That was the last time.
We gotta go this way.
I'll keep checking throughout the day, maybe people will cancel. You know what? I agree with you. I think I like Wizarding World better than Super Nintendo World. I mean, I feel like there's a lot to see and do in a Wizarding World, and there's a lot of open space. Nintendo, I don't know why, it's just like it feels like so clustered, and it feels like there's a pressure, and the reservation system is not the best. When it is active, it's not active all the time. By the way, right now we have discounts on all Nintendo merchandise, 20% off every single item, unless it's like third party. I don't know exactly what that means. I think that means like if you walk into the Universal store, you'll see like little like I love LA keychains and like t-shirts and stuff. I don't think discounts apply to that. Oh, man, it started sprinkling again. That's awesome. But 20% off on all Nintendo merch right now. I don't know, it just feels like there's a weird pressure with Super Nintendo World. And in the ride's not all that, like, you know, it's nothing compared to Forbidden Journey. However, I think we did need a shooter dark ride in the park. I just feel like they should have done something different with the Secret Life of Pets ride. I feel like they could have turned that into our shooter dark ride since it's already an Omnimover attraction. What do you think is the most underrated ride? I think, man, I'm gonna have to say Transformers. I guess that's still a pretty mainstream ride, but I think Transformers is very underrated. I think that's one of the better screen rides we have in the park as well. Like, I'm okay with having Transformers, but like rides like Despicable Me, it's kind of unnecessary. Like, we don't need rides like that. We don't need simulators. But I really like Transformers. Oh man, the rain is starting to come down right now, so I'm gonna try to see if I can go in a shop or something so I don't get soaked. I'm also not wearing like a sweater. Okay, hopefully that didn't shut off the live here. Hold up. 1 sec, I need to turn on my do not disturb. Alright. Sorry about that, we got a call on the stream. How do you keep your phone safe from the rain while streaming? If I ever stream in the rain, I use my tripod instead of my gimbal, and maybe put plastic over my phone. I don't know, I just say YOLO. I don't really care if the phone gets damaged, because I don't really film with the phone. The most I do with the phone is like to call people, or if I like use Instagram and stuff, but I don't really care if like something breaks on the phone. I think that's a horrible mentality, but I'm also like, I also really need a phone, like a new phone. Right now I have the iPhone 14 and it's just like, it sucks. I hate to say it, but it sucks. So right now I don't really care. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna get a new phone eventually. I'm just saving up for it. When you went to Super Nintendo last time, I saw Super... Oh wow. Was not expecting that. What's wrong with the 14? It's laggy. It's so laggy. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a fabulous day at Universal today. Keep dry and safe. Am I tune in late for a Fast and Furious coaster update? Not really. I mean, we're kind of looking at it right now. There isn't anything too new with the project itself. Obviously, they haven't been so active with the recent rain. So, I think our last update was on Thursday, and since then, I don't think anything has really changed. There might be like minor things, but they're probably not even visible. But they do have some rebar here. They have some rebar located on site, so that could be used for coaster footers. If you see these like drill looking, I don't know what these are, these little like corkscrew looking drills. What they're probably gonna start doing is they're gonna start drilling into the ground. And then they're gonna put some rebar into the ground. So they're gonna dig it in, fill it up with concrete, and then we're gonna have concrete footers. And those footers will hold up the coaster supports, and the coaster supports will hold up the coaster track. You should get a job at Universal and install a ride for dark shooters. What do you mean? Like a dark ride shooter ride? Like Buzz Lightyear at Disneyland? I think that's what we need. I mean, if I were to receive an executive position at Universal right now, the number one thing I would change, I don't know if I'd remove the Minions ride yet, but I think I would transform French Street, Parisian Courtyard, and the plaza into a big illumination center with a bunch of little dark rides. I would switch out Secret Life of Pets, keep it in illumination theme, maybe even have a twist onto Villain Con, the same ride they have in Florida. Have a small twist on that, so instead of standing up on a moving platform. You're sitting down and you could shoot. Also, I wouldn't want it to be on a screen. I would want it to be like more practical. Oh man. Okay, I love how I jinxed everything. I'm like, it's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna be windy. Got a little windy. It started raining. Let's try to find something to do in the meantime. I think I'm gonna walk to 3 Broomsticks. Maybe we can grab some lunch. What's up, Antonio? Uh-oh. I see that. I see that. Oh man, I hate the rain. I hate the rain. And also people that don't cover their cough. Okay. Let's walk in Moe's really quick and try to figure out what we're gonna do right now. What do you guys wanna do? Ride-wise, we're not gonna be able to do any rides on stream. Universal doesn't allow filming on any of the rides. But we can figure out like a food to review or something else right now. I know, I actually, that's the one thing I haven't tried yet, the 3 Broomsticks breakfast. I hate the rain. See, if we're in Florida right now, just wait like 5 minutes, the rain would stop. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna head over to Honeydukes. Photobombing everyone, but who cares? Honeydukes. So let's try to get there as fast as we can. There's a small update over there in Honeydukes. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Honeydukes.
Arrows at this point.
Yeah, so for a while I wasn't like getting invited to like the little media events and stuff they used to have, and I emailed Universal PR and asked why, and they said that it's because I film on the rides, and technically you're not supposed to film on the rides, and I didn't know that. Actually. So I stopped doing that. I'm not in the mood for a burger. That's my only thing. Whew, sorry. Jump scare. So they have some construction going on over there. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. What I'm really hoping for is butterbeer ice cream or soft serve. Butterbeer soft serve. Butterbeer soft serve is like the best ice cream or soft serve you could ever have. It's so good. Okay. Rain is starting to come down a little harder. Let me wipe the lens. I know, you ran out, and I was gonna like scream. I'm like, oh, that actually kind of scared me. Oh, nice, Daniel. You're back in school now. I wanna walk out, but it's so cold. I've actually never tried the candy over here in Honeydukes. I've had like a few of these. Oh wait, no, not the jelly beans. The actual like candy you can pour into a bag. I've tried those before. I think my favorite. Ooh, where is it? It was like these little wafers, like little sprinkled chocolate wafers. Those were really good. Oh, it's this one. The milk chocolate rainbows. And inside it's like really like crunchy. It was really good. These were gone for a while. They just came back probably like in 2022. They removed it obviously because of COVID and all that stuff. Let's see. Ooh, I've actually tried. I have tried those saltwater taffies before. I didn't like these. Any updates? Nothing crazy, Daniel. I'm gonna be honest here. They just started inviting me, but I can't film rides, obviously. I had emailed them in the summer of last year. Yeah, but that's not the like. I know, but the thing is, they watch all the streams and all the videos. So if I do like film rides and stuff, like they wouldn't invite me to all that stuff. Which is not like the biggest deal, but it's really cool because I love this park and stuff. So it's definitely an honor to get invited to stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna try to like run in. Okay, we're just gonna do it. Okay. Oh, the heater is on full blast here. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, let's see. I need to switch the camera. Oh, not this one. Where is it? Okay, let's see what we could get here. Fish and chips, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, spare ribs platter, herb roast, chicken platter, which is obviously like it's honestly my I can't even talk. My favorite. Roast chicken salad, asparagus, vegetable platter.
Straight down.
They also had a really cool effect in here. For a while, they used to have Dobby's ghost, or maybe it wasn't Dobby, or maybe it was like a different goblin, but he would appear up there, and they removed that effect a long time ago, and I can't find any videos or anything of it. It was really cool. They did Sabrina. I'm just saying, I'm not able to film on rides and stuff. That's why I stopped filming on rides. Okay, where do we get Butterbeer ice cream here? I know they sell it somewhere. I can't recall if it's only in these carts or they have it in Hogsmeade too. Let me double check. They don't have a menu. They don't have a menu here. Also a little Easter egg, that hog moves, but up here, if you really like pay attention, you could hear one of the trolls upstairs. Hear it? It's kind of creepy. Okay. You guys know where I can grab Butterbeer ice cream? I know they sell like the little packaged Butterbeer ice cream, but I don't know where they sell it. I know they always sell it here, and then there's a cart on the other side, but both carts aren't open. There's like little Easter eggs in Wizarding World. I haven't, honestly, this line has been around since 2016. I still haven't found all the Easter eggs. There's a bunch of Easter eggs, I'm sure. I think one of the coolest ones, this was pointed out by my friend Gianna. Hold on, let me cross over really quick. There's a little tear up here in the owl post, and that's not just a random tear. Once you board the ride, by the way, this was mentioned by my friend Gianna, if I haven't mentioned that already. The paintings inside of the ride's queue, Forbidden Journey's queue, they talk about the dragon like flying over, or like a lost dragon in the owl post, and so that tear, we think it's because of the dragon.
I do hope your picnic cuff can write, young lady, as your father and I will not spend one more sickle on school supplies.
Okay, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, it's usually in the ice cream cart, but ice cream cart's not open right now. Also, another little Easter egg. If you walk to this side of the store, if you stand in front of this mirror and ask, "How do I look?"
Oh, you look absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. Probably because of That's Wrap apparel, which is my new clothing line coming out soon. I pushed back the date, the release date. It was supposed to be Valentine's Day, but all my merch has shown up yet. Well, I didn't really order it on time to take photos in it, so I'm waiting on doing that. And then I just want to also like review some other like samples, so I have to drive out to a sample testing site so I can review like the product and I don't know, make sure everything is like premium quality. So I need to do that before releasing the merch. No, I'm not cold because the merch is so fire. This rain sucks. I really hope it stops. I don't know who that is. What should we do, guys? Where should we go? It's been longer than 2 days, right? It's been longer than 2 days. I think it started on Sunday. 3?
여기?
I agree. This is like the best time to even walk around Wizarding World. That's true, TCO. I just want Butterbeer ice cream. I'm gonna go and ask. If they don't have Butterbeer ice cream, I'm just gonna grab sticky toffee pudding because I'm in the mood for ice cream right now. I don't know why that sounded so sassy. Let's see. Studio Tour would be horrible right now. When it rains, Studio Tour has these little curtains that they pull down so rain doesn't get on the guests while you're riding and stuff. And you can't see out of them. So there's no point. You're just listening to the tour at that.
Oh, getting closer to getting closer.
I don't know who David is. Can you say hi to the Transformers queue? Think about it. Think about it. If Joe's there, I'll say hi. Hot Butterbeer? This might be a very unpopular opinion, but you know what? I actually haven't really tried hot Butterbeer. I took a sip, so I can't really judge it too hard because I've never had the entire thing. I know, Efren, me too. That's the only reason why I said I don't really want to. Do you guys have Butterbeer ice cream here?
No. We do? Or we have? We have some.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Huh? You want cheese?
I mean, it's been raining, so flood warnings are gonna be issued. It's a normal thing. Yeah, they should put ooh, who's relevant nowadays? I feel like Conan isn't as relevant as before. I feel like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel are like the only relevant ones right now.
Your tummy hurts? It's raining outside. We gotta keep it up.
How many guys?
Just one. Thank you.
Okay. How many guys?
Okay, I'm gonna do the sticky toffee pudding and the butterbeer ice cream. See if the Universal app lets me on. Okay, cool, it worked. Universal app hasn't been working that much recently. Thank you, Crystal. It looks better in the sun, that's for sure. What I used to get here is the chicken tenders, but now they're all like, they changed their venue where they get chicken tenders from. They're all like these thin slices of chicken and it doesn't even taste good. Why not choose Kelly Clarkson since I can't even talk right now? Holy. Why not choose Kelly Clarkson since she has an afternoon talk show on NBC stations? I mean, maybe. I feel like I like Jimmy Fallon more though. No idea who David is. My app is like not working. Oh man, they gotta fix this. I know, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if they changed the shows throughout the day. Oh, another thing we could try is toothsome. I mean, we're already eating a lot of ice cream. I don't think that's healthy, but if we ever do another stream, or when we do another stream, we can try some items at Toothsome. There's also a deal right now. If you're a pass holder, if you get 2 entrees, adult-size entrees, you get a free appetizer. I'm not gonna eat 2 adult entrees. That's ridiculous. Alone, at least. Taking a second. There's also some really good drinks here. What's the one I tried that one time? Was it it was the cider, the apple cider. That one's so good. I remember they added a new drink a long time ago, fishy green ale. That one was, I didn't like that one. It was minty. But they haven't added any new menu items since then. Luigi's Pizza, you're missing out. I don't usually say that too often, but you're missing out. Let me try to check on Toadstool reservations here. I feel like I need to like refresh my catch or something because there's no way it's not available. Literally, what? Even in private tab, that usually like doesn't remember your catch. Whatever. There's two right now, Daniel. Oh, I've never had the pumpkin juice. I don't really like the pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin flavored stuff. Another very unpopular opinion. Has anyone had the bangers and mash? That's another thing I really want to try. I'll be right back. Hi. Could I get a butterbeer ice cream? Also, could I get a sticky toffee pudding? That's it.
That's all?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's going to be $15.86. Do you have a button?
Uh-huh.
Yep. So it's going to be $13.48.
Awesome, thank you.
Card?
Yes.
And would you like to run up the 52 cents a check?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's going to be $14.
Okay.
So pickup is going to be bonus 5 and 6. Just show your receipt once order number is called out, okay?
Thank you, David.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too, take care.
Thanks.
How much did that come out to? $14. And then they're doing like a charity, like every so often they do like charity roundups. So basically it goes to Discover Star. I don't know exactly where that goes. We might have a little thing here. Okay, yeah, here it is. Discover a Star. They're trying to raise $200,000. So from like now until 2024, Discover a Stars Foundation supports organizations and projects in Los Angeles County that empower individuals and families to lead more productive and fulfilling lead more productive and fulfilling lives, with a focus on addressing issues surrounding poverty, homelessness, and children facing critical illness. Recent grant recipients include Covenant House, Downtown Women's Center, Homeboy Industries, Make-A-Wish, Greater Los Angeles, Mend, My Friend's Place, Project Angel Food, and Schools on Wheels. No, just merchandise. Just merchandise, eh? Will you be going to Universal on the 17th? I'm thinking of going. Oh, yeah, the 17th. 1 year anniversary of, what is it called? Nintendo Worlds. I didn't think about that. I might. Is it? What date does it fall on? I just don't like going to Universal on like Saturdays and stuff. I like going on weekdays. I know, for food, 20% off, that'd be nice. I think Disney, depending on the pass you have up to 20% off on food. I think it's food and merch, 20% off at Disney. I'm trying to check their hours as well. Like, how do you check their hour? Oh, maybe click the top, theme park hours. 17th is a Saturday, and they close at 8. I have no idea what number we are. I didn't even check. 76. We have 3 people ahead of us. What do you mean, Angel? That's what? They start closing at 7 starting next Wednesday. Oh, next Thursday. 15-16. Is that a holiday weekend? It might be. 17 they close at... Oh, it is a holiday weekend. They close at 10. That's me. Hi. Thank you. Let's go. That looks so good. And it's warm. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just gonna sit outside because whatever. Love how the napkins aren't coming out. These are fine. Alright, cool. Throw this on top. Just go. Is it raining hard? Oh. Could we even sit outside? Oh man. My spot is... Okay, well... Let's see. I mean, usually I sit out here. Okay, it looks like we can sit here. Oh, but it's all wet. No. Man. What do we do? Oh, this sucks. I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Does that show off the food? Yeah, all right. Cool. So we have the Butterbeer ice cream. Very excited to try this. This is actually my first time having Butterbeer ice cream at Universal Hollywood. I've only ever had the soft serve in Florida. But this might be just as good. We'll see. I'm gonna pull up the chat over here on the side. Let's see. I'll push this back a little. Are you guys able to like see and hear me okay? Oh. It just gets stuck in your teeth. But truly, very surprised with the Butterbeer ice cream. Not the same as frozen Butterbeer. It tastes like Butterbeer. It has that Butterbeer like taste, but it's not the same. gonna have to go for another bite. I highly recommend. I also recommend, yeah, Luigi's Pizza, Abe. You gotta try that. I also recommend, if you go to Toadstool, try the garlic knots. Those are like it's my favorite item at Toadstool. I'm trying to think of what else there is in the park that tastes like really good, like a really underrated food item. A lot of the times, well, before they changed the Jurassic Cafe menu, I would get the chicken sandwich there. Chicken sandwich was always so good at Jurassic Cafe, but I think they removed it off the menu, or they replaced it with another chicken sandwich. I haven't tried any of the new menu items outside of like, what is it called? What did I try? The Brazilian bread rolls. That's the only thing I tried off the new menu. I didn't like those at all. I guess another thing I could try today, maybe not today, but in a video, is the hot chicken sandwich at Mel's. I haven't had it in over like 3 years. I think the last time I had it was when they had the Taste of Universal event. And it was pretty good. I wonder if it's still good. Was this this past year's Horror Nights, Abe? At Mel's Diner, they used to have a patty melt. So good. And then they removed it. But if you really want a very good patty melt, I would highly recommend Patty's. This is a place called Patty's in Toluca Lake. By far the best patty melts I've ever had. The sticky toffee pudding is $7.49. $7.49. Facts. This is kind of crazy. I'm the only one outside here. It's raining. It's cold. I wish I had a jacket or a sweater or something. And the heater above me is on. So this is like a vibe. And the Harry Potter castle in the distance. Like, this is amazing. Here, let me show you my perspective. Like, this is incredible. This is why I don't like busy. Because I'm so spoiled with how it looks like now. Like, this is, I mean, before Super Nintendo World opened, before a lot of the newer rides opened, this is how Universal always was. And it always looked like this. Even when it's not raining, surprisingly. I wish we had more shows in this park though. So right now we don't even have animal actors or special effects or WaterWorld. It's kind of hard to like, it's hard to stream without having rides to get on outside of like City Tour, but City Tour sucks when it rains. Whew, it's so cold. Heavy rain in the valley headed your way. I hope not. I hope not. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this alive. I'm wearing short sleeves. I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt. Weather. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, it looks like it is gonna rain tomorrow, but at night. So at least not in the day. Tomorrow it's raining, or today it's raining until 12. That's awesome. That's awesome. So far it's like, it's not too heavy. I think it was heavier earlier. I don't care about the rain getting in the vehicle. I think I just care about like the little flaps they put down when you're riding the studio tour. It's so annoying. You can't see anything, especially on like camera. If you're trying to film anything, your camera's not going to be able to focus on the outside. It's going to focus on that little scrim they put. What's up? What's up, Flippy? Yo, Your Amazing Life has been a member for 8 months. Crazy. I remember you became a member the day Splash Mountain closed. Crazy how that was only 8 months ago. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out some new merch. It's so cold, so I might buy a jacket. I didn't think this through. Or maybe I'm only feeling cold because I'm eating ice cream. That might be it. Which ride, Flippy? Harry Potter merch is pricey. It's really cool that we can just like basically claim this spot. No one's here in the park, or at least in this section of the park. Oh, it's so cold. What the heck? I think the ice cream was a bad idea, but it's so good, so I don't know. Yeah, but this section of the park is so nice. I wish I brought my laptop. We could like have a little study session together. I could be like doing some work. You guys could like relax and stuff on stream. It's all about the vibes. So when it rains, do any characters come out at all? Yeah, when the rain stops, some face characters come out. I'm like shivering right now. Some face characters come out. Beetlejuice comes out. Dracula comes out. From time to time, Frankenstein, if the floor isn't too wet. What else? But when it does rain, they put the Scooby Gang under Lumley Courtyard, so you can meet Scooby and the gang in Lumley Courtyard. Hello Kitty you can meet inside of the store. You can meet the minion, one of the minions, and occasionally Gru. Not so much on the weekdays for Gru, but on the weekends you can meet Gru and the minions. On the weekdays, just one or two of the minions would come out. And they would be under like a little in front of the Home for Girls, on the right of the attraction, they have Persian Courtyard. In front of Persian Courtyard, they have like a little like cover, a little like building, like a little archway. That's where you would meet the Minions. I know I'm taking forever to say this. It's so cold. And I think from time to time, if it's not raining too hard, they have some of the Simpsons come out. On the right exit of the Simpsons ride, you can meet Homer or Marge, or even Krusty recently. You can meet them on the right exit of the Simpsons ride. This is only for when it rains though. When it doesn't rain, they have all the characters out. Sorry, I took a very big bite into that. Universal needs House of Horrors back. I miss it. Even like a condensed version would be nice. What do we know about Epic Universe coming to Florida? So this week I've been talking about Epic Universe a lot since the recent announcement. We know a lot about Epic Universe now. They announced all the lands. They announced Super Nintendo World. They announced Dark Universe, which is going to be a land themed to the Universal monsters. They announced, I'm blanking, How to Train Your Dragon, Celestial Park, and what else? I feel like we're missing out on one. What are we missing out on? I think that's all of them. Can you guys help me out here, chat? What was the other world that was announced for Epic Universe? How to Train Your Dragon, Celestial Park, Dark Universe, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, that's it. 5. Oh, wait. I already said it. Ministry of Magic Wizarding World expansion. So they announced those 5 lands. They didn't really give too many details about each land. However, Celestial Park, they announced a lot. They announced that Blue Dragon is going to be one of their highly themed restaurants. It's going to have a pan of different Southeast Asian food. So they're going to have food from like China, Japan. They also announced that Atlantic is gonna be like a oversized aquarium, Victorian aquarium looking restaurant that's gonna look incredible. They announced a carousel as well as Starfall Racers, which is going to be the main like giant roller coaster in the theme park. That's probably gonna be the most thrilling roller coaster in the park. As far as the other lands go, they announced that Super Nintendo World is going to have 2 lands, so like subcategories of Super Nintendo. I can't even talk. Oh, it's so cold. 2 subcategories of Super Nintendo World. They're going to have Super Mario Land, which is what we have in Hollywood. But the ice cream is so good, so I can't really hold myself back. I'm shocked you can hear the Simpsons music with Harry Potter. It's loud. Yeah. I never really focus on it. I like kind of like immersing myself in Harry Potter world, so I kind of like, I don't focus on the world outside of here. At least when I'm in the land. But that's very loud. That's very loud. That's kind of hard to miss. Mardi Gras leads to Fat Tuesday, which is the day before Lent, Ash Wednesday, before fasting for Easter. I don't know. Panda Express is closed right now, down at the lower lots. They're doing some maintenance, some refurbishments. Man, this ice cream is so good. Probably not the best for you. They don't have like ingredients or anything. No nutrition facts, no calories, nothing. Maybe it's 0 calories. Oh my gosh, Jillian, what's up? So cold. Are they really celebrating Mardi Gras at SeaWorld? Is it at SeaWorld San Diego? SeaWorld San Diego or SeaWorld like outside of here, like Orlando? I think there's one in San Antonio as well. I never really hear about what's going on at SeaWorld. No one really talks about it. I know. Big mistake. I'm kind of waiting for this rain to calm down so I can like walk out. But we're just chilling right now. We're just chilling. I wish I brought a jacket. This is horrible. Literally nothing in my bag. I was gonna bring water, I didn't even bring water. That's okay. Is Jurassic open? Did it reopen? Could double check here. Right now the ride's closed for refurbishment. I don't think it would open today, but we could take a look here. It's closed. Yesterday, all day, it said reopening soon. Did not reopen. It's kind of weird how rain would affect the water ride. I mean, it was open throughout all of Hurricane Hillary. I think it just has to do with like something regarding plumbing, because the water has never been that like thick, cloudy look in a long time. I mean, they used to dye the water, but I highly doubt that's water dye. This heater, there's a heater right above me. It's not even helping. It's so cold. Do you know how the construction update is looking for Fast and Furious right now? Not too many updates, I'm gonna be honest. Nothing like worth like showing right now. Am I going to Universal on Thursday? Yeah, I'll be here on Thursday. SeaWorld San Diego is doing it? Wow. I'll have to drive down, we'll see. I've only been here for 5 minutes and I was gonna ask you where your jacket is at. It's in the car. I was planning on wearing it, I just forgot. Any update on Horror Nights? No updates. No updates whatsoever. Which is really unfortunate because, I mean, there's nothing to talk about at the park outside of the rain. Like basically already talked about Power Up Cafe. I'm waiting till Thursday to talk about like the 1-year anniversary for Super Nintendo World. My entire video on Friday will be about the 1-year anniversary of Super Nintendo World. So stay tuned for that. Do you know when that starts, Alaire? Does it tell you? What's up, Salinery? What's up? What's up, Mickey Show? You can see how cold it is. It's starting to rain a little harder now. This kind of sucks. I really want to leave this area and like walk around and stuff, but nothing we could do at the moment. I guess we could walk over to, yeah, the city tour is still open. I mean, in theory, we could do that. We could do studio tour. You guys want to do studio tour? It might be a little annoying. Hello, English? It might be a little annoying because they're gonna have those flaps down. So, I don't know. But if you guys want to do studio tour, we could do it. Okay. Another problem I have is have you already gone on studio tour for today's visit, or are you skipping it? Okay, well, Alaire wants to go on it seems like, so we could go on studio tour. All right, another issue we have is we need to throw this away. We need to throw this stuff away. You know what? I'm going to set this camera down. I'm gonna set it down over here. I'm gonna go throw this away. You guys can watch me throw it away if you want. Horrible. It's so cold. All right, wish me luck. This is gonna suck. This is actually gonna suck. Okay. Horrible. So cold. You like the flaps down on the studio tour? Okay, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Let me make extra wide so you guys can see my hands shaking. It's so cold. All right, we're going. Oh man. Damn. There you're good. This is giving me like Florida vibes because I did exactly this in Florida. I stood under the Hogsmeade arch and I waited for the rain to stop or at least slow down. Okay, all right, studio tour. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna go to Universal store and see how much the hoodies are right now. We have 20% off on hoodies, by the way, as pass holders. All pass holders have that discount. I hate the rain, I hate the rain, I hate the rain. There's a song you can find on YouTube. It's not on Spotify or anything, I think. It's called I Can't Stand the Rain. Really good song. I can't stand the rain. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Going as fast as I can right now, guys. I'd run, but I don't want to get water inside of my whatever they're called. I don't even know what these types of shoes are called. Okay. No, I left it in the car. Okay. At least it's a little bit warmer in here. All right, let's see. What are we thinking of doing, guys? What are we thinking of doing in terms of sweaters? Oh, this bomber jacket. Or is this a bomber jacket? What do you call these? Varsity jackets? This varsity jacket is kind of fire. Let's try this on. Let's see. Does this work? 90 bucks. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh my god. 90 bucks. That's crazy. I was gonna try it on and I don't even want to try it on because if I like it, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna buy it, but that's crazy. They have another varsity style jacket over here with Felix. This is cool. Okay, wait, this is gonna be like another 100 bucks. Oh, 125, but it's so good. Look at this. This is crazy. This goes hard. This goes hard. Oh my god. That's insane. Do they have large? No, they only have medium. I'm medium, but let's see. Let's see. Who's Brian? I don't know who. Oh. What's up, Brian? I thought you were telling me Brian was here. I'm like, what? Oh man, this is tempting. This is very tempting. Try the generic merch on the right side of the store. Hold on. Before I go to that side, because I know what I want to get. Or like I have an idea of what I want to get in the back of my mind. But I just want to look at other options. Whoa, that was a crazy catch. Did you guys see that? That was insane. Okay, let's see. How much are these? I don't really like these. I just want to get a feel of how much everything is. Okay. I have to think about this. I think I might get the Felix thing because I'm going to buy it regardless. That's actually like so crazy. It goes so hard. We're going to try it. I think we're going to have to get it. Might have to get this. I'm going to try it on. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure how to try this on. I'm going to put the camera here. It's gonna work so well. It's gonna work so well with this. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Asteroid City, one of the slightly exaggerated desert.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this.
Place it was very, very flat and open and build our
Oh my god. Should we get it? Do we get it? I'm gonna put it on my credit card because I actually don't have that much money.
If you want flat land and you decide you want to shoot in Europe, I think you're soon find yourself in Spain.
Look at this. What does it say?
To do this. And with the right amount of
Worldwide Felix the cat.
You see that wonderful cracking patch right out there between the dead
Okay, I'm buying
cactuses and the dried up riverbed?
We have 20% off.
we laid it out and we made many.
It's not gonna hurt. I mean, it's gonna hurt the credit card, but it's not gonna hurt our wallet because it's not on our wallet. It's on our credit card. Oh man, I gotta stop putting things on my credit card. Here.
Different places, the more I started to feel like I wanted a bit of each rather than building it in a real
Hi.
landscape.
How are you? Good, good. Oh, for sure. We still have the Chucky buckets. Whoa, crazy. Just this, please. I made a mistake and I didn't bring a jacket.
Jacket?
Yeah.
Where's the receipt over there? Oh, this. Okay. You're gonna wear this? Okay, let me take this off for you. It's like a safety pin, but it's like.
I mean, I can figure out how to remove it. Oh, you got it? Thank you.
There you go.
And then I also have a platinum pass.
Not on that.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't apply on the thing? That's okay.
Let me check to make sure. Hold on. Just let it say a minute and then. Oh yeah, it does give
Oh, it did?
so I'll
Oh,
give
okay. Cool.
it. I know some people say no and some people say yes, so okay.
I think it's on
Did it?
the 100 merch. It doesn't apply
Yeah, but
on.
the Uni too is but
Really?
They did it. Did you get your magnet yet?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Jaws one.
There you go, sweetie.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Is it rain resistant? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit.
It might be. I mean, yeah, it might. Thank you. I appreciate you.
It won't hurt.
Oh my gosh, that discount took off like 30 bucks. The entire total was like 135 and it brought it down to like 110. Really good. Oh my god, it was crazy. Crazy. I wish they had larger sizes, but I think this will be fun. Oh my god. And with the that's a Wrap shirt underneath. Woo! I'm gonna have to design like a varsity jacket. It's next for the apparel shop. All right, still raining, but not as hard, so this is fine. I know I'm very, I'm not so happy about the purchase, but I'm happy I got it. I'm not so happy about the price of the purchase, but I'm happy about it. I think that's what matters. That's what matters. Donkey's out right now, but no one's talking to Donkey. I feel bad.
do a raincoat. Can I borrow your raincoat? Can I borrow it, Davidson? I don't know what you're good done for something like that, you know. Come on, good done for my wife gets up.
No, I'll be nice. I'll be honest and truthful. I have one already. But yeah, they still have the magnets. I mean, they were just released like last week, and not too many people have been coming to Universal because of the rain, so it makes sense. It makes sense why it's still in stock. I don't think it's gonna be in stock for much longer though. Like, as soon as this rain stops and it starts getting busy in the park again, once it starts getting busy in the park again after this week, I don't see the Jurassic magnets being in stock. I feel like I should button this thing. My shirt is getting wet and then my chest is getting cold. Wow, look at this. For me, it's the other way around. I haven't done Disney in the rain.
That's for sure. Okay, come on up. Folks, when it gets rainy, things get crazy down here. Welcome. Glad you guys are in good spirits. Everybody's smiling. Good line times today, right? Not a lot of waiting around. That's excellent. If you can handle the rain, you've picked an excellent day to be here. Straight ahead, we don't have much of a line either. We're going to put you on a tram pretty much right away and drive you around our movie studio, show you where we've been making movies for over 100 years now. The whole experience will take about 45 minutes to an hour. So restrooms are here behind the escalators if you need them, but once you're ready to go, straight ahead.
I'm gonna try to get the very front row, because I don't think the very front row actually has, what are they called? Those little flaps. Yeah, they still work in the rain. They still work in the rain.
Here's what to watch out for on a Universal Studios tour. Watch out for the monster.
I like how they highlight what used to be on the studio tour, and it looks so much better. Why don't they bring this stuff back? Actually, I'm gonna wait here. Yeah, I don't think they have the flaps down in the front, so that's good. It's weird. It's weird. You'd expect them to get better over the years, not worse. I mean, it's not like worse, but there was just so much more back then. Look at Scarface. You believe it or not, I've never seen this movie.
During the tour, please keep your arms and all items inside.
Definitely need to watch this movie one of these days. This and Jaws. I've never seen the movie Jaws. Probably a big red flag here.
Jump off of the tram. This is unsafe for you and those working at the studio. Instead, reach overhead and pull on the red cord that runs down the center of each car. Your guide will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Please remain seated and do not exit the tram on your own for any reason. Wait for your guide to provide assistance. We can't emphasize strongly enough how important this is. Remain seated and inside the tram at all times while on the tour. We appreciate your cooperation. Thanks so much and enjoy your visit to the world-famous Universal Studios.
Hi JP, I'm glad I'm not there today. I'm safe, warm, and cozy at home. I'm glad you bought the jacket. Take care. From Universal, Jamie. Good to hear you're doing well, and thanks for tuning in for a bit, Jamie. Always good to see your name in chat and in the comments. Jamie was just telling us that they did their first ever Mandarin studio tour not too long ago, this past weekend, I think. It looks like they're only doing it on the weekends. They have the occasional Spanish trams. I think they have 2 a day on weekdays, and then they have a few more on weekends, or days that the park closes a little later. Let's try to get the front row for the tram though. It's usually the best in terms of Wi-Fi as well. Oh, this one's gonna be a Spanish tram. A Spanish tour. That's cool. I haven't done a Spanish tour in a while either. I've never been on the Mandarin tram either. I'll have to do that one of these days. What time did your visit start today? I got here around, let me see what time it is now. 1:57. I think I got here at around 12. Yeah, we've been streaming for about 2 hours now, so I think I got here around 12. Universal in the mid-90s was a good time. I have so many memories from back then. I wish I was alive to see it. The tram looks so good. That was definitely the golden age, the studio tour. When did they remove the glamour trams? I feel like they removed it maybe in the early 90s, because they introduced the screens on the tour as well a little bit later on. Oh, it's really cool, Jake. Wave hi to the stream if we pass you. We'll be on the next tram here. Still a little chilly with the jackets, but not as bad as before. It's crazy how many more trams they have running during Terror Tram or during Horror Nights for the Terror Tram. The line moves by so quickly, but in the daytime it's a little slower. I wonder why. Well, I guess for one, it's because the tour is a lot longer, so there's definitely more trams en route. I didn't think about that. Whereas with the Terror Tram, it's just like a big circle. Nice Flippy. Hope you have fun when you do.
Well, it's Friday before it was due. It won't be raining.
Those are the flaps, the infamous flaps we hate. Let's see if we have another tram coming up here.
Oh, 2 o'clock.
Oh no, don't take the front, don't take the front. Ah, dang. That's fine. Oops, sorry. Usually the car in the front has like better reception when we enter the Fast and the Furious section of the tour. It's better reception there. Alright, it's fine. Weekdays are the best for Universal. I mean, even if it's not raining, it's not going to be this busy. Unless, let me think. Unless it's like summer, like spring break, obviously it's going to be a little bit busier. I think I'm going to wait should we wait for the front or does it not matter? Do you guys care if we're going to have lag regardless. I just don't want the flap down. That's my only thing.
Ja. Ja. Ich weiß ja nicht, was mich erwartet.
It's the next tram.
Okay, everybody, we have a tram approaching. Please stay behind that red line at all times. Thank you.
旁边会淋到雨，你知道吗？旁边才不会淋到雨。
Nice flippy. To those of you just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We're at Universal Studios Hollywood on this rainy Tuesday afternoon. We're about to board the studio tour, and I hope you guys enjoy.
And welcome to the world-famous studio tour. Congratulations, you made it all the way here, and as you climb aboard, please make sure that you're scooting all the way to the right-hand side of the vehicle. We want to make sure that there's plenty of room for all of our friends just joining us. And also, hi, my name is Dimitri, I'm your fabulous studio tour guide, and I just want to let you know, the screen that you see me waving on right now, it'll never ever be in 3D. I promise I'll let you know when to wear those 3D glasses, but for now they're not currently needed. They do not make them sunglasses.
What's up, Drea?
Yes, they do make things a little harder to see. But as we head on forward, once we have those 3D glasses, we're just about ready to go. We just
Not bad
check
at
in
all.
on a few
Not
more
bad
things.
at all.
Oh, if you didn't grab 3D glasses, make
The
sure
park
you raise
is
your hand
actually
and wave it
empty.
around just like so. If you're traveling with any little ones today, anybody whose feet does not touch the floor, now is a great time to move them away from the edge of the tram towards the center of the aisle for everybody's safety and comfort.
Thank you, Ricky.
Please also watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs as those gates to your left-hand side will be closing any moment now. And again, we don't want any pinched fingers before we head out to the world-famous studio backlot. One more thing about safety, folks. I've never learned how to drive. It's still something I'm working on. In fact, instead of me driving today or getting my hands anywhere near the steering wheel, we have one of the best in the biz. His name is Gerald. Everybody say hi, Gerald. Hi, Gerald. Oh, well, folks, you already know your lines, which works out perfectly. Again, we're heading out to the world's biggest, busiest, and longest continuously running lot. So, before we actually get started, one more thing we should probably do, since we are going to be hanging out for approximately 45 minutes to an hour today, we should probably get to know each other a little bit. So who here has never ever been on the studio tour before? It's your first time here on the tram. Okay, welcome. First timers, go ahead and rest those hands. Now, I saw a few hands that didn't raise, so instead of raising your hands this time, if you have been on the studio tour before, if you're a returning professional, can you make some noise? At least one of you. Happy to hear it. Now, with us getting acquainted, folks, the last thing I'd like to know is your names. You've learned our names up here, so on the count of 3, can I hear everybody's first name? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jochen!
Okay. I know that Stacy is here. And as far as all those other names go, well, I promise I've memorized them as well. Another thing you should know about the tram that we're riding on today, folks, this is one of our fleet's first electric
Diego,
trams.
what's up?
As part of Comcast and
How are you?
NBC Universal's commitment to carbon neutrality, we're converting these vehicles to all electric. And here to tell you just a little bit more about that is the Today Show's Al Roker.
I'm proud to announce that Universal Studios Hollywood is converting the world-famous studio toy trams to become electric vehicles. As these trams roll out, guests will be experiencing all the movie-making action propelled by the latest energy-efficient technology. Now, this is just one example of NBC Universal's and Comcast's commitment to becoming carbon neutral by 2035, helping us all take another step toward reducing our carbon footprint. So, welcome aboard for an awesome experience that's also awesome for the environment.
Alrighty, folks, those last gates are coming down to your left-hand side. Now, one really cool feature about the tram is that we have windscreens. It's those screens you might notice on either side, the little handles on either side of the row. If you would like to adjust those during the tour, please wait until we have come to a complete halt like you see right now. Other than that, let's keep those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle and wave goodbye to all those lovely people in the load line because, folks, we are hitting the road. Oh yeah, everybody wave goodbye to Zach. Bye, Zach. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Alrighty, folks, we are officially off. Now you've met everybody up. Well, there's actually one more person introduced. You might know my co-host as the host of the Tonight Show. Maybe you've seen him on That's My Jam.
March 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, folks and friends, may I present the one, the only, Jimmy Fallon.
It shouldn't be busy since it's a Tuesday.
Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Dimitri. What?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Alright, Mr. Fallon makes a good point. I've got some safety rules to go over, starting off with the screens that say warning. Now folks, once again, these screens will never ever be in 3D. I promise I will let you know when to wear those 3D glasses, but again, they are not currently needed. Now, if you need any sort of guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or let's say you drop something of value off the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, just reach up and grab that red cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe for me to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated and keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And remember to use that red cord above your head if you need any sort of assistance. The studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that cord and then remain seated at all times. Please no smoking and or vaping of any kind during the studio tour, and be prepared. Our tour today will feature loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have those cameras out for some great photo opportunities, but please keep an eye on those cameras so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and those around you, please no selfie sticks or flash photography while on board the tram. And with all of that out of the way, we're making our way down the Universal Studios timeline. It's those movie posters you might have noticed to the right-hand side of the road. Now, the history of the lot, these posters, it all extends back over 108 years to when our founder, Mr. Carl Laemmle, opened the gates of the studio to invite you folks, the public, to see how movies were made. Obviously, a lot has changed in over 108 years of operation, and if you take a look to your screens, you'll actually see some photos from our opening day ceremonies, and, well, folks, again, to understate it, a lot has changed. Now, of course, with change, we really never stopped growing, expanding, or changing, and that's why you see all this construction to your left-hand side, where we're currently adding on to the Universal Studios front line. Right now, we're working on adding more places for parking, hair, makeup, wardrobe, and more of the buildings where the filming actually happens, our sound stages. You'll see a great example of a soundstage coming up to your left-hand side, that's number 12, and to give you an idea of how much history we have, what exactly it is that we do here on the Universal Studios lot, well, let's take a look behind the scenes into a few productions that have filmed inside Soundstage 12 over the years.
I don't think I'll be live on Thursday.
So all of the environments that you just saw on screen, starting from the ground up inside these large, empty warehouse-like spaces that are about 98% soundproof, that are called sound stages. And in order to transform these sound stages into the environments you know and love, it does take an awful lot of work. But this level of customization we can achieve, the level of control over the environment, is well worth the effort, and is why approximately 80 to 90% of all production to visit us here on the lot chooses our sound stages. But now that you've seen a little bit of our past and what we're capable of, the real question is, who's been filming here recently? And the answer, folks, is a lot, and I mean a lot of TV series, that's who. To name but a few in the area, HBO's TV series Hacks, starring Emmy Award winner Gene Smart, Apple TV series Loot, starring Maya Rudolph, NBC's Lopez vs. Lopez, starring George Lopez alongside his real-life daughter Mayan Lopez, and don't forget our streaming service Peacock with originals like the 10 TV series, or Killing It, starring Craig Robinson from The Office, or maybe you've heard of the TV show that films inside of Soundstage number 14 to your left-hand side. It's called Bel Air. And all these trailers and trucks that we see around Soundstage number 14
the ride's currently
as a base camp or a base
the
of
ride's
operations
currently experiencing a refurbishment, so I'm assuming they're working on
while we're in the
plumbing or
area as well, I
whatever
thought we'd take a look
the case
behind the
might be.
scenes with the stars of this show, the main characters Jabari Banks and Ollie Shullerton play our main characters Will and Carlton Banks, cousins on the show. And I thought we'd take a look behind the scenes with the actors themselves, Jabari Banks and Ollie Shullerton, now on screens.
So what it is, you put egg on the cheese. You put cheese on the egg, on the cheese. It's fine. Whoa, how many seats do you think are in there? I don't know, it's gotta be a lot. You could probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew. No, we gotta get one of these for the mansion. And for sure, you're lucky for y'all, the Banks Family Mansion lives right here on the Universal lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jabari, what have been your most memorable moments?
I don't know, I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the point yourself when Will first enters and at that moment his life changes forever. What about you?
Well, the Bel Air Academy gyms all makeup, set design, props, and transportation.
Transpo, yes! Yo, Transpo is the best. And they have the sweetest rides for us to play with.
Actually, speaking of, if we're gonna get a ride like this, we'd better go talk to Transpo now and let these people get back on their tour.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. As long as I get to drive.
Oh, not if I've got the keys.
Oh, that's fun.
Come on, man.
As we get back to the tour, let me tell you folks where we're heading. The Universal Studios Metropolitan sets. That's where we're headed next. But even though, we're still not quite there yet, we are actually passing one of the TV show's main characters to film on our Metropolitan sets recently. To your left-hand side, that is Ted the Teddy Bear, the star of Seth MacFarlane's new Ted prequel series. And while we're here in the area, I thought we'd get a look behind the scenes with Seth MacFarlane.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my
Oh, it looks like we're experiencing some technical difficulties, maybe a little bit due to the rain. Now, whenever a video doesn't work like this, I'm just happy to tell you folks exactly what Seth MacFarlane was going to say. And all he was going to say is that we here at Universal, we've been working alongside many talented and skilled craftspeople in order to turn the Universal Studios backlot into 1993 Boston. Of course, planning out any production like this takes an awful lot of work. And oftentimes the pre-production phase, can begin in the buildings to your left-hand side. These buildings hold notable companies like Outer Banks Entertainment behind the CW's Vampire Diaries and Dawson's Creek. Maybe you're a fan of musicals like La La Land or Dear Evan Hansen, or even movies like Scott Pilgrim vs.
What's up, Steve?
In that case, you might have heard of the Black Production Company. And out of the old Alfred Hitchcock bungalow to your left-hand side, we have the Dina De Laurentiis company behind NBC's TV series Hannibal. But no matter who these companies are, they all participate in the same important work. All of the budgeting, casting, costuming, the planning of craft services, that's the food that you find on set. And if your cast and crew are on set for roughly 12 to 18 hours a day on average, I mean, you want to make sure everybody's well fed and in a good mood. But once these details have been taken care of, then we can move on to the actual heart of the matter. The filming, which, while that often takes place inside of our front lawn sound stages, we're actually heading to where a lot of the filming happens on our back lot sets. Coming up to your left-hand side are the Metropolitan sets. As previously mentioned, these 4 acres can play anywhere in the entire world without ever leaving the Universal Studios lot. And the reason why we're able to transport you around the world without ever leaving the Universal lot is because these buildings are more than enough to fool the eye, and they're definitely more than enough to fool the camera. If you're curious to what these buildings look like on the inside, take a moment to check out your screens.
I just keep hearing spring.
That is the inside of a shell set and a facade on screen. So really not much going on. But with a little bit of decoration, set decoration, we can transport you to destinations like downtown Los Angeles for American Ninja Warrior semifinals, London in the Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, throughout time and space in the new Quantum Leap series starring Raymond Lee, Philadelphia and Los Angeles, and Bel Air, and of course, we can make it New York. Because what city is bigger than the Big Apple? And here to show you exactly what I mean, with the help of my co-host, it's Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. That old woman.
I just started watching it, Luke. It's pretty good so far.
Hey, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool, guys. I was just walking in. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
When it comes to customizing the Metropolitan sets, the sky is literally the limit. Our filmmakers can come into the area, treat it like a blank canvas, transport you around the world multiple different times, and do this all within the span of a week. Now, we are just about ready to leave our concrete jungle behind, so as we do, let me tell you where we're headed next. We're headed over to the real jungle of Skull Island. from director Peter Jackson's 2005 King Kong. So why don't we learn a little bit about the wildlife as we're headed over, shall we?
The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife in Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film, and this is another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie. It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and switch you up into the edge. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D, and you're going to have your... Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
And as we return to Skull Island, folks, now is a great time for some safety reminders. Please secure any and all personal belongings that you brought with you here today. Once those belongings have been secured, now is a great time to find a loved one, hold close. Let them know just how much they mean to you. After all, it's a little bit bumpy off the beaten path. And finally, to ensure your survival, please no flash photography or standing. With that, brace yourselves as we return.
Eduardo, what's up? Long time no see. I can't believe you guys remember Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Don. That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, folks, friends, and moviegoers of all ages, that's 360. Oh, no worries. No worries, folks. We're going to adjust this cord pull real quickly. We'll be right back.
I try to be. I try to be. Someone pulled the E-cord.
Alright folks, we're going to continue on shortly, pausing for just a few short moments here, but while we do, let's talk about what it affects. Folks, I promise I'll let you know when to wear those 3D glasses once again, but in the meantime, What Effects, they are the team behind some of your favorite visual effects in the movies, The War of the Planet of the Apes, The Jungle Book, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, Avatar 1, and now Avatar 2, The Way of Water, which they just won their 7th Academy Award for, using some of the most advanced digital filmmaking technology available today. So, while we're here, let's take a look behind the scenes with What Effects on King Kong 360 3D.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking. They're looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts, because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Alright folks, we're going to be here for just a few more short moments while our lot staff comes to assist us. So we'll be right back with you. In the meantime, let's check out some of the digital effects over the years, see where we came from.
Yeah, that was a really funny episode, Sylvie, when they just kept pulling the emergency cord for Impractical Jokers. That was a really good one. No, someone just pulled the emergency cord, so they're just assisting them right now. Usually if something falls off King Kong, they're not able to like retrieve it until the end of the day. I'm not sure exactly. What's up, Jordy? I think we might start moving in like the next 5 minutes. Never a coyote, but I've seen a deer on the tram once. I've seen like a bunch of other animals too, like rabbits and whatnot.
Thank you so much for your patience, folks. Again, we will be continuing on in just a few short moments. We want to make sure everybody here on the studio tour is safe and healthy. So we're going to be pulling forward for just a short period of time. We might be stopping like this again in the future at some point during our tour. But for now, where were we? Oh, I think we were talking about leaving King Kong, that's right. Some of you folks might have noticed back there that the quote-unquote fifth car of our tram disappeared back on Skull Island. And that's not the only time our own studio tour has appeared in the media. In fact, whenever we have our own tram appear here at the studio tour, we like to call it a trameo or a tram cameo. But there is a broader name for when any sort of vehicle appears on screen. We like to call it a picture car here in the industry. So we've seen a couple times here on screen of just our tram, but whether it's a plane, train, for instance, over to your right-hand side, that's the old runaway train that some of you might have witnessed if you've read the studio tour in years previous. But whether they're planes, trains, boats, automobiles of any sort, once featured on screen are what's known in the industry as a picture car. And that's exactly what we're going to check out next. Some of the coolest picture cars to ever visit us here on the lot. So let's get a little sneak peek at what's coming up. So now that we've got some actual physical examples here to our left-hand side, let's talk about it. We've got classics like a young George Lucas's American Graffiti, the Ford DeCoupe. You've got the Magnum PI Ferrari, some great selections from both parts 1 and 2 of Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future. And if you want a real blast for the past, you can take it all the way back to Bedrock with our Flintstones vehicles. Now we've got a visitor from Warner Brothers lot, Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And we've also got some selections from both Jurassic Park and World trilogies. Some of our newer additions are from Jordan Peele's films, the Fry's Electronics Man from Nope, and the Crawdaddy from Us, where Winston Duke fought a tethered version of himself. Another visitor is from Paramount, the Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle from Transformers, and although that might look like a real tank and roll like a real tank, it is not in fact a real tank because it's mostly made out of wood. The reason I point out all these details of those picture cars is because modifying our picture cars is incredibly important to our filmmakers. It either helps our filmmakers tell their stories, or it just makes them a little bit easier to work with. Like the, for example, the gyrosphere back there from the Lost World Jurassic Park wasn't technically missing any glass. All of that glass was added in using CGI or computer-generated imagery after the fact, after the filming. But while I've got you on the topic of Jurassic.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We are now surrounded by some of the original props and set pieces from the original Jurassic trilogy. To your left-hand side, we've got some empty cages, and coming up is the mobile lab for the Lost World Jurassic Park. The last time we saw this vehicle on screen, it was being dragged off of a cliff by some very upset T-Rex parents. So thankfully, I'm not really noticing any signs of life here in the area. Even further on down, you'll start to notice that a lot of these vehicles, the cages, the boxes around us, they're all made out of wood. And making things out of wood is just one of those tricks of the trade to keep costs down. And okay, everybody remain calm. Remain calm. These guys can smell your fear, but I know one surefire way to calm them down. That's right, folks. The only thing that can calm down those dinosaurs is disco. And hey, look at that. We didn't even have to sing to those dinosaurs. We made it on through. But that reminds me of one more dinosaur attack now on screen. This scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Pausing on this image because on your screens, that's not a real cliff. That's actually a parking garage that we passed earlier today in the Universal Studios front lot. But that kind of begs the question, you know, if we're outdoors in sunny Southern California, where it hardly ever rains, it only pours, and even when it does pour, it's not exactly reliable. Do we just wait around all day for the next perfect storm to happen to pass us by? Well, no, that would take far too much time, folks. So instead, we take matters into our own hands. And this is how we control the weather here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Well, in a manner of speaking anyway, we can't actually control the weather. But what we can do, however, is provide 3 separate ingredients that add up to a realistic thunderstorm. A little bit of lightning from the strobe light, thunder from speakers all surrounding us, and what ties this together is our top secret technology. We call them sprinklers. That's where all the water that you see comes from. Coolest part about this is you only need a phone or a camera to start filming. No post-production editing is needed. Oh, and you'll also need to make some oohs and ahs. Ready? Ooh. Okay, get ready for some ahs. Ready? Ooh, ah. Congratulations on surviving the flash flood, everybody. Now this attraction here dates all the way back to 1965, but more recently you might have seen it in Lady Gaga's Judas featuring Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, or maybe you've seen the movie Big Fat Liar starring Paul Giamatti, Frankie Muniz, and Amanda Bynes. We're going to head on down to the oldest sets here at the Universal Studios lot. Welcome to 6 Points, the home of the Western. Now, back in the early days of the studio, I'm talking the 19-teens and 20s, Westerns were Universal's bread and butter. In the first 2 years of operation alone, they churned out over 200 silent films. That's like 2 films every week. That's a lot of films. But in more, you know, in your sense, many cowboys have moseyed on down these streets. You might even know the names of a few of them. So let's take a look with a real-life root-shooting cowboy. Here to take us behind the scenes is Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon. Well, I ain't going anywhere. Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot here.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while we give you good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, Fallon. Again.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
Now, we will be moseying on out of town in just a few short minutes, folks. But one thing that we've just done, without you even realizing it, is reach the halfway point of our tour. So just a reminder for everybody to please stay seated at all times. Remember to pull that emergency cord if you need any sort of guest assistance. And we will be returning to the theme park shortly, but remember the studio is private property, so pull that cord and remain seated at all times. As far as it goes with our tour right now, folks, we are following up on the situation that happened outside of Com. We're just going to make sure that we have everything we need to continue on forward, so we are waiting for some of our lot staff to meet us here. Now, before I forget, folks, while we're still in the area, some more modern cowboys that you might know the names of. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, Quentin Tarantino's ninth film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Quite a few sections of that movie were filmed right here. In fact, the design crew for that movie won the Oscar for Best Set Design by seamlessly blending elements of the 60s and the Old West in order to create that movie. Now, once we move forward, we're going to be passing by sound stages 30 through 33, where we're currently working on season 24 of The Voice. And we'll get right back to that, folks. But we are going to be talking to some of our lot staff, so in the meantime, enjoy a little bloopers reel from here in Hollywood.
What do you say, son? Go ahead, they're rolling through.
It's another tram.
Our top set. Susan?
I'm not sure what's going on right now. They just brought in a second tram.
The other day I saw a map of
Alright, so I'm going to give you folks a little bit of an update on what's happening at this point in time. We are going to be transferring to a new tram momentarily. We just want to make sure our trams are safe and comfortable to ride, so we'll be heading over to that new tram in just a few moments' time. If you were in car 1, you're going to be heading back over to the new car number 1. Car number 2 goes to car number 2. Same seats, same row, same everything. Please don't forget any personal belongings. We're going to be transferring right about now. All right, folks, see you on the other side.
This is what you get when you drive electric vehicles. Our tram probably died or something. Probably ran out of electricity. We're transferring to another tram. I think it died. This has happened to me one time. One time our tram was driving into earthquake, and I guess it like didn't go in properly, or maybe it hit something, or maybe it went over the curb, and so we weren't able to experience earthquake that day. They transferred us to another tram. This happened a long time ago, in 2018 or so. But it looks like we're going to be transferring to another tram now. This has truly never happened to me, though. I've never seen a tram die. If that's what happened. Here we go. Now we get to walk on the set of 6 points. Okay, we're row 4.
Alright, welcome back aboard, everybody. Especially you at car 2, you're getting that backlot exclusive experience. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to get this show on the road. As they say in show business, well, the show must go on. So we'll be continuing forward. We're just going to wait for the rest of our tram to join us. Now, enjoy the party.
Do they have solar panels on top? I don't think they do. The way they charge it is if you look underneath the tram here, you see that rectangle shape? When it pulls up to the station, those are like quick chargers. They might not be working properly. That's what I'm thinking. But that's what charges the tram. I think that's what happened, but then again, there's also something that's covered up there, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Welcome aboard the Universal Studio Tour. This is where we lift the veil of secrecy on Hollywood. So, never mind. Not gonna say the entire spiel, but
that third part of our tram is just starting to make their way over, so we will be heading out in just a few short
this is funny.
Now, folks, we'll change in plans. We still got
Kind of ironic it happened on live.
Driver, for the moment, folks. So, you know, we're one big tramily here on the lot. We get to know each other. This is actually one of my favorite drivers. His name is Daryl. Everybody say hi, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
Daryl was so kind as to bring us this transfer tram, ship-shape, ready to go. Folks, I know I've been talking about it a lot today, but it really does take a lot to make these movies happen. Not just on the sets for the movies themselves, but the lot staff. There are drivers, there are coordinators, there is every little detail that's taken care of by a real human being. And you're kind of seeing it in action right now.
Me too, Rusty, me too.
You never know what's going to happen here on the Universal Studios lot. Now, as we head out, we do have our regular driver, Gerald, joining us once again. So can I get a warm, hearty welcome for Gerald, everybody?
Woo!
That's right, folks. We're here to dance, we're here to sing, and we're here to have a great time. Did I mention the sound stages to your left-hand side are where the voice filmed? So right now, we're going to see if you know your lines. We're going to see if you're ready for an impromptu audition for the voice. I'll count you in. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and...
You can dance.
I can't hear you now.
You can drive.
A little louder, please.
Having the time of your life.
All right, everybody now, let's go.
See that girl and watch that scene.
I love it, folks.
That was very interesting, Jordy.
All right, so to get us back on track, let's talk about what you see to your left-hand side, because other than those sound stages, you have our beautiful Park Lake with all those little ducks in there right now. Are they just like sleeping? I don't know. I don't understand ducks. But folks, our Park Lake has been seen many times over the years, not just as a lake, but as a river, specifically the Amazon in The Creature from the Black Lagoon. One of our classic monster movies. Now, Park Lake has also been featured more recently, again as a lake, unnamed, but part of neighborhood 12358 West in a little TV series called The Good Place, starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. And I thought, well, we're heading back to the home of the monster movies, the home of neighborhood 12358 West. Let's get a little look back to The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
Hi there. How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
As we head on forward, we are making it to Little Europe. Welcome, everybody.
That's funny, Matters.
Now, Little Europe has been seen as the good place. You've also seen it in quite a few different Disney productions. And as we head in, I want you to pay attention to how colorful these sets are, how colors are, how it looks absolutely non-threatening. And again, you've seen this in The Princess Diaries 2, The Royal Engagement as Genovia from Disney, Pirates of the Caribbean 1 and 2 as the cities of Port Royal and Tortuga, and you might have even seen them in movies like Night and Day starring Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, and The Scorpion King starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But as we head on in, let's take a look. Let's have this area open up to us. Interestingly enough, folks, Little Europe is one of the oldest sets as well as 6 Points, and this is one of the only sets here on the lot that are made mostly out of plaster, which gives it this Bavarian or French feeling. In fact, going all the way back, it's almost 100 years, one of the first Best Picture Oscar award winners for the studio called All Quiet on the Western Front actually filmed on these streets. But if you take away the colors, if you take away the charming, delightful aspects, you add in a mob of angry villagers, and, well, a monster like Frankenstein's monster, then this area appears entirely different. And I'd like to show you exactly how it looked in Boris Karloff's Frankenstein.
Great weather to watch the Universal Classic monster movies.
Frankenstein, right, the Mummy, Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, and the opera classic. That Frankenstein image, it's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the universe.
It's so cold. It's so cold.
And I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie, really scary.
They still ring in our memories now. We love them.
We do in fact love our monsters in all the shapes and the sizes that they come in. Whether it was the classic black and white silent westerns of the early studio, the monster movie cycle that ran from the 20s to the 50s, the musicals in the 40s, the comedies in the 50s, Alfred Hitchcock's psychological thrillers in the 60s, and all the way up to the modern day with action sagas like The Fast and the Furious, and of course,
what's up, Angel?
No Get Out and Us. But over the decades, one director above them all has kept audiences at the edge of their seat. And you might know who I'm talking about. It's director Steven Spielberg.
When I was about, 16 years old, I began hanging out at Universal during my summers. And when in college nearby, I continued to come on the lot and try to become a director. Universal's where it is my birthplace. This is the place I consider my first home. And I love it here. And I keep coming back.
Now, at the time of directing his third movie, you can actually see the first two titles Steven Spielberg ever worked on screen. Duel, a made-for-TV car chase movie, and The Sugarland Express, his second feature-length film. And by the time that Steven Spielberg was approached for his third project by Universal, The Sugarland Express hadn't even been released in theaters yet, so they really didn't know how audiences would react to Steven Spielberg's directing style. But his third movie literally blew them all out of the water. We are heading up to our replica of Amity Island from 1975 creature feature Jaws. Good news, folks. This might not be the real Amity Island, but the bad news is the shark problem is just as bad. Again, good news. Sharks don't like to go after prey that's bigger than themselves, so that's bad news for our intern George. Yeah. Anybody got eyes on George? Oh, there he is. That's our diver. Very well trained. Oh, well. George might just be a little bit busy. Everybody go ahead and say bye. But don't worry. Don't be sad. We can always get a new intern. The French sacrifice, on the other hand, has not been
cold, very cold.
Totally non-flammable barrels of gasoline when nothing can go wrong. Because I would never ever gaslight you guys about your safety.
Give me fire. Give me fire.
No.
Oh, yeah. They've had the misters. They've had the misters.
Congratulations, folks. You just survived Bruce the Shark. The shark in all of Hollywood. Now, the actual shark on Jaws had a whole lot of issues because the real Amity Island is on the east coast of the United States near a place called Martha's Vineyard. And when the crew of Jaws put the animatronic shark in the water, not only did that shark sink to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean on the first day of filming, it then broke down. Again.
Isn't it a beautiful day to go to the beach?
100 days worth of delays have passed. But don't just take my word for how bad that shark was. Take from director Steven Spielberg himself.
Lion shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work overtime. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited. The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest of all time. Lively overstrike a lot.
Now, this might not be the real Amity Island, however, it is the real Cabot Cove from Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury, where she played Jessica Fletcher, an Agatha Christie-style murder mystery writer. Another couple of shows you might have seen here in the area, in the background of the sketch show Key and Peele, movies like The Harlem Globetrotters, Meets Gilligan's Island, and even a movie called Birdemic 2. Look up the commercial for Birdemic 2 on YouTube. I promise you it's worth it. A little bit further on up the road, we have reached our suburban neighborhoods. To your right-hand side is the Chicken Ranch. Dolly Parton's the best little whorehouse in Texas. Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses. And hey, maybe you've seen LMFAO's music videos. Sorry for Party Rockin'. I know I certainly have. Turning the corner onto Hollywood's hottest filming location, welcome to Colonial Street, which you might have seen featured recently in the background of TV shows like The Voice. This is where our semi-finalists come to talk to their families before the end of each season's competition. You might have also seen recently in the area TV shows like Quantum Leap, both seasons 1 and 2 heavily filmed in this area. You might have seen a recent movie from Eddie Murphy on Amazon Prime called Candy Cane Lane. This is in fact Candy Cane Lane. And if you're watching Never Have I Ever from Mindy Kaling and Lane Fisher, you might remember that yellow house to the left-hand side with the green trim. Across the street from Baby's house to your right-hand side, that blue house is featured in Ted, the TV series. Let's take a look.
How many we got? Well, let's see. We got 20 cartons. Fantastic.
Come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
So, you folks might be wondering, what exactly is going on the inside of these houses? And much like our Metropolitan sets, these are shell sets and facades. So one of the only real practical sets on this street is to your right-hand side. The house at the very end, you can actually see into some of the living rooms. But as we head around the corner, keep your eyes peeled. You can barely see inside of any of these houses, which is why some of you folks might actually recognize some of these houses from ABC's Desperate Housewives. Just the outside of the houses, because the inside, there's not much going on. So as we head back down the road, we'll be driving past Bree Vanderkamp's house over to your left-hand side, and let's take a look back to ABC's Desperate Housewives, where this was Wisteria Land.
There was one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate. It's a good neighbor.
What the heck? Let's do that.
Moving on forward and approaching the approximate 15-minute mark before the end of our tour. So just a reminder for everybody to please stay seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that cord and then remain seated at all times. So we will be returning to the theme park shortly. For now, we're heading up our wilderness drive, which we actually keep it pretty wild for one specific reason. It's much easier to film a forest here on the lot rather than go out to somewhere like the Los Angeles National Forest. You've seen this area in the background of movies like Bird Box starring Sandra Bullock, 911 starring Angela Bassett, and of course, Never Have I Ever Been.
Just a fair warning, we might experience a bit of lag once we reach Jupiter's claim. If we do, just stay tuned. Stream will go back at some point.
Worked with us here on the lot, but someone who's establishing a pretty fantastic legacy for himself by the name of Jordan Peele, Academy Award-winning director Jordan Peele. We're heading up to the sets of his newest movie, Nope, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Stephen Yeun, and Keke Palmer. Here to give you a sneak peek of what we're in for is Keke Palmer herself.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's claim.
Did you see in your phone that cloud? Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Right now we're taking a different route. Skipping Bates Motel and War of the Worlds.
One of my favorite things about Jordan Peele's film Nope is the fact that oftentimes what you see on screen is a lot less scary than what you don't see. And that same technique was applied in Steven Spielberg's movie The War of the Worlds. If you take a look to your left-hand side, we're passing by those sets which are currently under construction today, and we're heading directly over to Jupiter's claim. Now, I hope I mentioned we're heading on one of our fleet's first electric trams as part of our company's commitment to carbon neutrality by 2035. So without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoy your stay in Jupiter's claim.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together. No? Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of gold rush frontier town lies a essentially.
Yeah, there's gonna be some lag coming up over here in this section, as well as like that first few rooms of Fast and Furious. So just stay put. We'll be back. We'll be back soon.
I think we're gonna see Nope, whatever's going on in Jupiter's claim, and it's time for us to get out of here, all that good stuff. But if you want any more context on what just happened, what's making that noise, well, I highly recommend Jordan Peele's film Nope. It is a fantastic movie. And if you're a fan of suspense like in Steven Spielberg's Jaws, I think you'll like this one as well. But we are going to shift our gears and switch our lanes. Folks, we're heading into Sullivan's Truck Repair Garage for a very serious mission. We're meeting up with our Fast and Furious family members, Roman Pierce and Letty Ortiz.
My name is Roman Pierce. Nice to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you short for a while.
One flash or one...
All right, everybody.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
The flash, the photography, hold on real tight. Things are about to get fast.
Yeah, no, it's always tough to stream inside of Fast and Furious because the reception is not that strong in Canada. I hope you guys enjoy the ride.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
Hit it!
Now we're moving.
Dad, look out!
famous studio tour. Congratulations on the grand finale, the Fast and Furious Supercharged. With that being said and done, we've done everything there is to do and see, so it's time for us to head back to the theme park and wrap things up for today. We here at Universal Studios, to summarize,
I really hope they play that song at the end of the coaster.
For 100 years now. We make you laugh, we make you cry, we make you sit on the edge of your seats and tremble with anticipation. But it's not a solo adventure. Never has been, never will be. In fact, if you look over to your right-hand side, just a few short moments, you'll see a gorgeous view of the San Fernando Valley with our neighboring studios like Warner Brothers Pictures, the ABC Studios Tower, and even Walt Disney Animation.
If we have any horror
But even
night
just right
updates.
here on the Universal Studios lot, there are hundreds of artists, employees, and workers that work thousands of hours in order to bring your favorite stories to life. And keep in mind that none of this would be possible
Nothing yet.
without the most important
No horror night updates yet.
It's our guests. Without you, the audience, we have nobody to tell our stories to. So just thank you to everybody here today. It's been a blast being your tour guide, especially my annual pass holders. How you doing out there, annual pass holders? Good to see you again. If you're not yet an annual pass holder, don't sweat it. You can always become one by visiting an upgrade box office or kiosk out in the park or on City Walk. If you're trying to find one of those locations, check out our app, Universal Studios Hollywood. It makes navigating the theme park an absolute breeze. And last but not least, if you liked any of the titles that I mentioned today, any of those titles now scrolling on your screens, you can find them all and where to purchase them at www.uche.com. Well, that's about all from me, folks. We've reached the end of our tour. We're back home at the theme park, so now is a great time to gather up the first of the belongings and to make sure you don't leave anything behind that you brought with you here today. Other than that, remember to recycle those 3D glasses, and as always, my name is Dimitri. Your world-class driver, everybody, has been Gerald. And as we say here at the biz, whenever we finish a project, well,
That's a wrap.
Bye!
Woo. What an interesting tour. I don't think I've ever had a tour go over an hour. That was insane. That was insane. But a lot of fun. A lot of interesting things have happened. We got off the tour at one point and transferred to another tram, and we stopped a bunch of times. Saw a bunch of cool things. So that was awesome. Fun and interesting tour. I love when things are different every time you ride it. It's not the same ride every time. And my butt is wet because the seat was wet. My favorite part was Dancing Queen. I know, I'm a great singer, aren't I? What's up, Diego? To those of you just joining us, we just got off the studio tour, and welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. We're spending our day here in the theme park. It's a cold and rainy. I flipped the camera by accident with my nose. I was speaking. Oh, big puddle over there. That's where they moved the parting of the Red Sea attraction, a part of the studio tour. They moved it into the exit path. Are we allowed? I'm not sure if we're allowed to do.
Welcome. We're beating the rain. We're out here making.
What is it called? Secret Life of Pets? I think we might be able to do Secret Life of Pets. There's only like a few rides that we're allowed to take the stream on, and that's DreamWorks Theater Studio Tour, and I think Pets.
Welcome back, everybody. How'd it go? Good? Okay, good. Now back out into the rain. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood.
My entire, well, I guess the front half of my right leg is all, it's all wet.
Hope you guys eat something delicious in the park today. Get yourself a delicious churro or a butterbeer.
All right. I'm trying to think because I don't want to get in trouble for filming on pets. I mean, normally you're allowed to film on the rides and stuff, but I just want to keep the media credentials, so I'm trying to see which rides are okay to film on, and I don't think Secret Life of Pets is a problem. We're gonna be back here on Thursday though. We'll have our regular update either on Wednesday or Thursday up. And then on Friday, our entire video on Friday will be dedicated to the 1-year anniversary of Super Nintendo World. So we're gonna take a look at all the Nintendo things you could see and do inside of the park. Wow. The rain is coming down. I don't know. I don't want to lose my media credential. And that's why I didn't have it in the first place, because I used to take the stream on rides. I mean, even when I worked here, they never said like anything about filming on rides outside of like Mummy and I think Simpsons. Those were the 2 rides that like we didn't allow people to film on, but I mean, no one ever said anything about that. I'm trying to debate if it's gonna be okay or not. I'm just not gonna risk it. So cold. I can't believe it's been raining just non-stop for the past 3 days. Yeah, I worked here for 2 years. And then I left for school in the summer of 2022. The floors are all flooded. Damn. The line for DreamWorks is also really long right now. That's crazy. I wonder why the plaza is closed. I think this might be where I end it, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I'm like freezing. This is rough. It's always difficult. It's always difficult coming to Universal on a rainy day. I'm gonna try to go inside the store. I'm gonna try to go inside the store and end it inside the store. Is it? I didn't know that, Brandon. Angel, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, for the super sticker. Guys, drop some fires in chat for Angel. Thank you, Angel. I really appreciate it. Anything really helps. I mean, at the parks all the time, and obviously those tickets cost money. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. Oh man. Oh man. Check if a famous face is roaming. What do you mean, Brandon? I think I'll be here on the 17th, but I'm not too sure. No, I'm not singing. See you again. Right now I can't. I'm like shivering.
Tiny group in this what seemed like an abandoned town. We could golf cart ourselves to the set every day and back home and work just the way I like to work, which is the average set, ready to shoot.
Alright guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live for 3 hours and 14 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for tuning in on our rainy day here at Universal. I'm gonna try to come back very, very soon. No, I plugged it in. I have like a little cord I can plug into a power up bank or power up. Nintendo's in my head right now. A little power bank, and it's in my backpack, so I can just plug it into the camera. All right, guys. Thank you.